damage. Now, these are the ailerons. We have to be very careful when we move the glider that we don't touch the surfaces that move. Okay? These are the ailerons that cause the wings to go up and down. Remember we talked about that? Take a look right here. These are the airplanes. There are no flaps on this glider. This is what's going to slow us down right here. That's what takes away some of that lift. Some people call them spoilers. Take a look underneath. They're also underneath. So we're flying along and we got this 23 to 1 glide ratio. How are we going to get down? Use our air brakes. So underneath here, we'll take a look at any place where there's tension. Take a look at any place where there's tension. We want to make sure that it's in place. There's safety pins in the safety pins. Okay, take a look at the wheel right here and make sure it's properly inflated. Make sure those big bolts that are holding it on are secured and in good position. This glider is nothing but cloth. Made out of tubular steel. Why do you think it's made out of tubular steel and cloth? Because of weight. Weight is everything in a glider, right? So we keep it as light as possible, but still strong enough to do the job. Yeah, and that glider now has this fiberglass. You notice that the wings though are metal. That glider is fiberglass. Glider construction has no better glide speed, but it's just all fiber. Now back here we have, what's this called right here? Elevator. Exactly. What does it do to the airplane? That's right. It causes the airplane to come up and down. So when we push the stick forward, right, this is what we're doing. The stick controls the elevator. This controls the pitch attitude of the airplane, nose up, nose down. The ailerons control the wings, right? Left wing, right wing. And remember what he said, the rudders, when we do a turn, we do a coordinated turn. Okay. So we're going to check here just to make sure everything's okay. I look also down here at my tail wheel. Everything's looking good there. I look in here just to make sure all these connections are right here. It's a rudder. Now the rudder is just like a rudder on a ship. It works the same way. When he said what does the rudder do, the book answer is the rudder causes the airplane to yaw about the vertical axis. If we took a steel rod and went right through the center of gravity of this airplane like this, the airplane is sitting like this is the front of the airplane. The rudder causes the airplane to yaw left and right. Okay? The ailerons cause this is the wing sticking out. They cause the wings to go this way. And the elevator causes the airplane to pitch up and down. Let's take a walk over here. Same thing we checked out here, dive brakes. Okay. We can pull this thing down here too. Okay. Now, take a look in here. Everything looks good. The connections look good. The springs look good. Yeah. Now we just want to see if that's going to move freely, right? Because when we get in there, we're going to take the stick and going to make sure all the controls. But we never want to push the glider or push it into these surfaces. Come around the front of the glider. See the skid plate on the glider? This glider is now sitting on the tail. But when it comes into land, and when it takes off, a lot of times it will bounce off the skid plate. If the skid plates get scored really badly, just replace those metal plates. If you're doing it on grass, it's real easy. Some people actually take off and land on a hard surface like asphalt, which you can imagine where that skid plate. Hey, let's go over this way. This is just the air intake right here. The air comes right in here and blows into the cabin. You can imagine it's going to get very hot in there with that cabin. Yeah. This is nothing more than a handle. Everybody says, what is that? Is that a machine gun or what is it? The answer is it's a handle. Okay? This is your pedostatic and your variometer. Okay? This is going to tell us what our altitude is. Because as we climb, the pressure changes, and that will give us our altitude. The glider has something you won't find in an airplane. You're going to have an altimeter in the airplane in here. You're going to have vertical speed in an airplane in here. This has a special instrument called a variometer. And what it does, it actually measures whether we're going up or down vertically. That's very important for a glider. Because if we get in lift, that thing will go up and show we're actually climbing. We know we're in lift. And if we can stay in that lift, like the Major said, we can just circle right up. And as he was saying, there's days when you see these birds, like the big birds, and they'll actually get in one of those thermals, and they'll hang in there. We were in there the other day with a couple hawks. The rule is when a glider enters the thermal, he sets the tone. If he's circling left, every glider that comes in will circle in the same direction. I've already seen 3 gliders in the same thermal. The whole reason is circle the same way the first guy, so you don't run them into you. The nice thing is that day the hawks were actually listening and we were all circling around the same direction. Hey, let's come on over here. This glider is sitting on the tail. When we get in it, we want the nose to go down and someone will push the nose down. And we'll push the nose down and you will get in here. When you get in, be very careful. You'll put your foot right here. And you push down, okay? Yeah, go ahead and push it down. Okay. Who's going to be gliding first anyway? How heavy is it?
You did rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah, what's your weight? 80 some pounds.
Maybe 40, yeah.
170 so.
170. Approximately, yeah. You need a certain amount of weight in front here. And let's see, you want and we can also put a, we have a sandbag. We just put it off up here and send it in. Well, you're 84, you said, right? 80. Yeah, 84. Does that sound about right, Mom?
Yeah.
85?
No. Yes.
Pardon?
Yes. Don't disagree with your mom.
That's 88.
Okay, let's see. I think it says right there, it's going to say, she made
Put
134 pounds, max weight aft pilot. Max with the aft pilot at 40. Okay, okay. And the minimum with the aft pilot, 140 pounds. 138. And you are 85. You gotta check that out. So that means it might need to put a little weight in there. Did you see that weight? That bag that he carried in there with him?
Yeah, I said on the way.
It was brown. It was brown weight bag.
Yeah, I don't.
Brownish green. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and you've been into this already, haven't you? Why don't you pick that sandbag up, jump in there, okay?
Okay.
Ask him for the sandbag. So when we get in here, let's take a look at the controls. Okay? Right here is the airspeed indicator. We're going to be gliding today at about 45 to 55 miles per hour. Down here is the variometer that was mentioned. And here is the altimeter. The field elevation here is 490. If you look at it, you can see it set at 490 now. We're going to go to 2,500 feet MSL, mean sea level. That means we're going to climb another 2,500 feet, so when it gets to 3,000, we'll drop off. This is our vertical speed indicator, like I said, you have it in an airplane. Pretty simple. Now, our controls right here, are they free and correct? How do I know? If I want to go to the left, that aileron on this side should come down. Will it come down? Yes. That one over there should go up. Yep. Okay, now I want to go forward.
Elevator's moving too.
The elevator should be moving up and down right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we want to check our controls. Here's our trim. What trim means is it adjusts where that elevator is. Because if I don't adjust it, I'm always going to have to keep pressure on it. By trimming it, I can put it in a position where I trim the pressure on. And we don't want to fly with pressure on. It makes it a lot easier for us. This is very important right now. This is release. I'm going to tell you to grab the red ball and pull it. And that's going to release the cable from right off that nose. And hopefully, brake to the left, and we will brake to the right. We want to separate and make sure the cable doesn't come back and hit us. And we also want to get away from the tow line. So he will turn left and dive. And we'll just turn right and start gliding. It's pretty simple and straightforward, guys. Any questions?
Not so far, sir.
Okay. When we get up there, I'll show you what to add versus off. I'll show you how to trim up so that we're flying. Let me just explain to us about the street and for gliders. Minimum sink is 42 miles per hour. What do you think minimum sink means? There we go. Huh?
Steel.
Oh, wow. Okay, that should flip that seat up right now. Yeah, pick the seat up and make that right.
No, I couldn't carry it. I had to like put it on my shoulder to carry it, and it hurt.
You won't have to go to gym today then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can take it out in there, but it doesn't matter since it's not. I can take up to usually it would be. Actually 225. Where was that? Two speeds. Minimum. I think that means. The name almost implies what it means. Exactly. Minimum sync is the speed at which we're in a totally still air mass. Which exactly probably never exists. But let's say that today there's no air whatsoever. If we flew at 42, we wouldn't go very far. Actually, now, we normally not just going to stay there and see how long, but so we both have the best flight speed. By the way, the best flight speed also on an airplane. The best flight speed is the speed, the forward speed, at which you gain the most distance. Now, if you think about it, we want to make sure we get back to the field and land. We want to be at the best flight speed. Now, we're just hanging out up there, let's see as long as we can. Hey, minimum speed. We're right over the field. Now it's not flat. Now it's flat. That's flight speed. And the other term is speed to fly. And that depends on the wind. Where you calculate this, the best fly, which is how much? What's best fly? What's minimum sync? 642. Best fly? 50. So speed to fly is your best fly plus half the headwind. Now think about that because, you know, in a still air mass, if you're doing 50, you gain closer. But if you have a headwind, you're not going to go as far. So if we had a 10-knot headwind, I would take half of that would be 5. So instead of 50, I would fly 55. Now that would get me the most distance over the ground. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
That's why I said I forgot it.
It was 42. 42 and 50. Minimum. Yeah. Minimum sync is 42 and best fly 50. Okay, let's take our first candidate.
No, Connor, you go. Connor should go. Yeah.
He didn't want to go first.
Yeah. No.
Your mom's saying that you got to go first. I can't fight that. You have more jurisdiction.
Yeah.
We got the plate there for you. We got an extra buddy for your weight plate.
Dude, I was here first. I'm here too.
Yeah, be careful. Get it in. So we put our foot here sideways, like sort of like getting on the horsey, right? Only backwards. Okay, so we put it here.
Ah,
Like
okay.
this, and then we put our left leg. Does that make sense? Okay. I hope you didn't get that on.
Yeah. that was like an 8. I don't know.
That's a 66-year-old man getting in a glider.
This is going to be fun.
Okay.
Just like getting in a boat, though. All you need to do is get leverage.
Yeah, it's just no piece of cake, believe me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get in. Where's our co-pilot? Is he in the airplane?
No, sir.
Where is he? Oh, man, that guy must be...